recommendation was that this application be declined because it doesn't meet the requirements of having an office in a member state. Vice Chair, that's the recommendation.
Thank you very much. You have to go. Thank you very much, Honorable Commissioner Motfort Mandenga, for presenting this application and the evaluation of the Commission and the final decision made by the Commission, this application. We now move on to application number 12, Network for Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights. International Network for Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights, an NGO from USA. Commissioner Mandenga will also be presenting this one on behalf of Honorable Commissioner Solomon Dersu.
Thank you, Vice Chair. Again, I have the distinct honor of presenting the application for observer status by an NGO called the ESCRNet, International Network for Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights. It has given us its address, which is based in the United States, in New York. We have their telephone number, email, and the website. Date of registration is 28th May 2015. Place of registration, the United States of America. Date of application is 22nd June 2023. This NGO is a global network duly registered as a non-profit organization in the United States of America to promote and advance economic, social, cultural, and environmental rights globally. The organization mission is to strengthen the fields of all human rights with a special focus on economic, social, and cultural rights, and further develop the tools for achieving their promotion, protection, and fulfillment. List of documents which have been provided are: number one, a letter of application; two, a list of board members; three, a certificate of legal status, that is articles of incorporation; four, constitutive statute; five, sources of funding; six, independent audited financial statement as at 31st December 2020; seven, the 2021 annual reports; and lastly but not the least, eight, the strategic plan 2017 to 2023. The analysis by the Secretariat is that this application is from an organization whose main office is in the United Kingdom. The organization does not have an office registered in one of the state parties to the African Charter on Human and People's Rights. Based on the decision taken by the African Commission on Human and People's Rights during the 35th extraordinary session held virtually on the 4th April 2022, in which the Commission decided that foreign organizations based outside Africa parties to the African Charter, the application does not meet the requirements for the grant of observer status with the African Commission. The decision is that in view of the above, the Commission declines to grant ESCRNet, that is the International Network of Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights, the observer status that they applied for. Madam Chair, that's the application.
Thank you very much, Honorable Commissioner Motfort Mandenga, for presenting this application and the evaluation that led to the decision to reject the application for observer status. We now move on to application number 13, the GAIA Foundation. This will be presented by my humble self, and I shall present the GAIA Foundation. Details are given with address in the United Kingdom, date of registration 30th March 1987, place of registration United Kingdom, date of application 8th March 2021. The GAIA Foundation is a registered non-profit civil society organization based in London, which has been working for more than 30 years on social and ecological justice issues. GAIA works with partners across Africa, South America, Asia, and Europe to revive healthy ecosystems, enhance traditional knowledge and practices for seed, food, and water sovereignty, and to strengthen community self-governance. This enables communities to become more resilient so that they can better withstand forces that undermine their ecological and cultural integrity. Its partners range from small-scale, compliant economies and governance systems link up into social movements for systemic transformation. List of documents provided, letter of application, list of board members, legal status, register of charities, constitutive statute, sources of funding, independent audited financial statement, 31st December 2019, 2020 annual report, strategic plan 2020-2023. Analysis that was done with regard to this application. The application is for an organization whose main office is in the United Kingdom. The organization does not have an office registered in one of the state parties to the African Charter on Human and People's Rights. Based on the decision taken by the African Commission on Human and People's Rights during the 35th ordinary session held virtually on the 4th April 2022, in which the African Commission decided that foreign organizations based outside of Africa are required to provide information of an office registered in one of the state parties to the African Charter. The application does not meet the requirement for the grant of observer status with the African Commission. In view of the above, the decision of the Commission is that the African Commission on Human and People's Rights declines to grant observer status to GAIA Foundation. That's the final decision of the Commission. We now move on to application number 14, Transatlantic Christian Council from Netherlands, and this will be presented by Honorable Commissioner Gracia Topsisono.
Thank you, Vice Chair. So this is an application from Transatlantic Christian Council in Netherlands. The date of registration is the 29th of January 2013. The place of registration is the Netherlands. The date of application is the 5th of June 2021. About the NGO, the Transatlantic Christian Council is a non-profit corporation originating from the Netherlands as of 2013 and also operational in the US under the name Christian Council International. Its original organizational objective was the development of a strong network of Christians engaged in public policy with the aim to promote and advocate for the protection of Christian values and principles in public policies developed by the European Union, the United States, and the United Nations. Transatlantic Christian Council International defends life, family, and freedom, such as education and religion worldwide. It is committed to developing an international network of people involved in public policy in order to promote Christian through thought in societies and to secure good translations in public policy. Initially, this network was mainly transatlantic and consisted mainly of European and American people. As the field of work through the work of international organizations such as the UN and member states expanded to global regions such as Africa, the foundation moved in its naming from Transatlantic Christian Council to Christian Council International. It influences government policy mainly at the international level in international organizations from a Christian perspective. The list of documents provided, firstly, a letter of application, the list of board members, the certificate of legal status from the Netherlands Chamber of Commerce, the constitutive statute, the articles of incorporation, the sources of funding, the independent audited financial statement as at 31st of December 2020, the annual report 2020, the plan of action from 1st of January 2021 to 31st of December 2023. The analysis of the Commission. This application is from an organization whose main office is in the Netherlands. The organization does not have an office registered in one of the state parties to the African Charter. Based on the decision taken by the Commission during its 35th extraordinary session held on the 4th of April 2022, in which the Commission decided that foreign organizations based outside Africa are required to provide information of an office registered in one of the African state parties, the application does not meet the requirements of granting of observer status with the African Commission. Therefore, the decision of the African Commission is that based on the above, the African Commission declines to grant observer status to the Transatlantic Christian Council. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much, Honorable Commissioner Girisha Topsisono, for presenting this application, this evaluation of the application, and the final decision of the Commission to decline the grant of observer status. Distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of agenda item number 8. And I think my plea earlier on for us to make progress so that we can gain some time has been heeded and unprecedented, but we've gained time. And I think in the interest of making progress, because we have so many people who have actually submitted requests to intervene on agenda item number 3, human rights situation in Africa. We'll take a few states and, if possible, NHRI before we break for lunch. So in this respect, I call upon Kenya, Emily Chewa, Deputy Solicitor General, to intervene on behalf of Member State, Kenya. You have the floor. 7 minutes. 7 minutes. Mm-hmm. Kenya, are you there?
Thank you very much, Commissioner Chair, for this opportunity. Yeah. I would like just to read this country statement at this juncture. Your Excellency, representatives of the Government of Gambia, Your Excellency, Chairperson of the African Commission on Human and People's Rights, distinguished commissioners of the African Commission on Human Rights.
Distinguished delegate, maybe there's something wrong with your microphone. Can you help IT, please? We can't hear her. Can't hear. Oh, okay. Oh. All right. Okay, you can proceed. I understand that it's very clear with the headsets.
Okay,
yeah.
Thank you. On behalf of the government and the people of Kenya, the Kenya delegation is honored to be here today, participate in the 77th ordinary session of the African Commission on Human and People's Rights. I wish to extend our deepest appreciation and gratitude to the government and people of the Republic of Tanzania for their warm welcome and the hospitality we have received since our arrival in this beautiful country. We also express our sincere gratitude to the Commission for its tireless work in promoting and protecting human rights throughout Africa. Your work is essential to building a more just, equitable, and inclusive continent. Kenya is committed to upholding the highest standard Kenya is committed to upholding the highest standards of human rights. We recognize that human rights are fundamental to the development of our country and the well-being of all our people. Honorable Chairperson, these African Commission sessions are essential for addressing pressing human rights challenges in Africa. They foster inclusive conversations across borders and boundaries involving a myriad of stakeholders. I acknowledge and salute everyone who contributes to these key sessions. My government appreciates this forum as a key opportunity to consolidate valuable input from the insights, experiences, and recommendations shared here. These inputs will inform our strategies and policies to integrate and mainstream human rights in all sectors. The dynamic nature of human rights compels us to revisit our commitments and chart our priorities for the future. In recent years, Kenya, like other countries in Africa, has made significant progress in advancing human rights. We have enacted new laws and policies to protect the rights of women, children, minorities, and other vulnerable groups. We have also strengthened our institutions and processes to ensure that human rights are respected in all aspects of our society. However, we are aware that there are still many challenges to be addressed. We remain committed to working with the Commission and other partners to overcome these challenges and create a better future for all Africans. Allow me now to bring the conversation closer to home and shed light on some of the internal initiatives and policies within Kenya that exemplify our commitment to the protection and promotion of human rights at the national level. Firstly, I'm happy to report that Kenya is up to date in its reporting obligations under the African Charter